Well, the Detroit Lions might be losing coordinators, but we are bringing those in as well. We got some breaking news coming out of Detroit Lions Twitter coming from Tom Pelissero. You can see it down by the banner below. Says, former Stanford head coach David Shaw and the Lions have agreed to terms on a multi-year deal to bring him in as passing game coordinator per sources. Shaw, 52, has worked with new OC John Morton before, a big hire for Dan Campbell's remodeled staff. And you know what I'm noticing here? What do you see here? That not only did John Morton come from Denver, he brought his passing game coordinator, meaning a guy that no doubt he was big on. And now we're kind of taking from Sean Payton, which was a mentor to Dan Campbell and Aaron Glenn. How ironic is that? So Benedict Johnson, Liquid Snake, takes pretty much everybody from us, at least 2 or 3 coordinators, right? Aaron Glenn is en route to doing the same thing. And now we, in turn, are kind of doing it to Sean Payton. This is interesting indeed. Now, I'm very curious to know what you guys are going to think about this hire here. Wikipedia has already updated the information as he is now the passing game coordinator, but he has done a lot, has been a coach for 30 years this year, from Western Washington, Philadelphia Eagles in 1997, Oakland Raiders 1998 to 2000. He was with the Baltimore Ravens from 2002 to 2004. He ironically was the quarterback and wide receivers coach. San Diego in 2006, Stanford 2007 to 2009. And then he is coming from the Broncos. He was a senior personnel executive. So he wasn't a coordinator or a coach in 2024 with the Denver Broncos. He came from Stanford, but he was out. He didn't do anything in the year of 2023. So spent 2024 with the Denver Broncos, but not as a coach or coordinator, as a senior personnel executive. So what does this mean? This means that the Detroit Lions are filling voids left by their departures of the multi-coaches that we've lost. So we still got to get somebody to replace Antoine Randall L. I'm very intrigued to know what we're going to do there. I've even seen names thrown out like Golden Tate or Calvin Johnson. I don't think Calvin is a real possibility. Calvin and the Lions are working some things out, but it's not 100% yet. And I don't know what the stuff he has going on. Is he ready to take on the role of a coach? However, Golden Tate might be somebody that it would be nice to try to entertain that if that is something that he would like to do. We had a former player with Dre Bly 2 seasons ago. That didn't really work out, but doesn't mean it'd have to end that way for Golden Tate if that was the case. But as far as this dude has, as a coach, he literally has 30 years experience beginning in 1995. Yeah, his college career, he's got 30 years as a coach. And for the most of those 30 years, he spent in the National Football League. Only really, he was in Western Washington and also Stanford. And he was there. He was the offensive coordinator and running back coach when Andrew Luck was there, 2011 to 2022. And we know Andrew Luck was drafted in 2012. So I'm very intrigued by this to see how this is going to turn out. I have no thoughts on the matter. The Detroit Lions, obviously had a plan in place if their staff was to get poached. But now I wonder, are we going to take anybody else from the Denver Broncos? Because we essentially are doing what Liquid has done to us. Aaron Glenn is still not done doing to us. And now we're doing it to Sean Payton. So I wouldn't be surprised if we take someone else from the Denver Broncos staff. But seeing as how the new OC is John Morton came, but it's kind of weird to go from a staff executive back to being a coach. But again, he spent 30 years coaching at some form, some level when it comes to football, and most of the time in the NFL. So this is interesting. We'll see how it turns out. Let me know what you think. Again, breaking news, man. Lions bring in the former Denver Broncos senior personnel executive, 30 years of coaching, back to coach for the Detroit Lions to be their passing game coordinator. Now, what I find interesting about this is a multi-year deal. This isn't like a trial. We didn't hear about multi-year deals from any other coach that we've signed, but to know that this guy is signed to a multi-year deal, that's kind of a big deal. That is a big deal. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. This channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. It's because of your support I get to do what I do. You guys are awesome. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.